Patrick Graveachen from Frontrunner Dometic, and we are with our partners from Tread Lightly, Michelle and Grace, and we're just talking a little bit about our partnerships, and I'm going to ask them a few questions about off-roading in the US. So the first question I have is, how are you educating off-roaders about being responsible when they go off-roading?
It's a general principle for Tread Lightly. Education is a pillar of our organization, and that happens through not only getting out there with users and writing and running the trails with them and educating in that process, but signage and education initiative, building classes nationally. We love to get out there and actually show these people we do what you do. We love these trails. We want to keep them sustainable for generations to come. So going out on the trails, showing them how to, setting an example and doing our part, I think is a really pivotal way that we are trying to change the scene.
Sustainability is a very important thing to Dometic. It's something they talk about a lot, and this is obviously why we've partnered with an organization like yourself. Tell us a little bit about this partnership.
Well, we're very excited to be working with you all. And one of the ways that we are going to build sustainability is exactly what we did before Expo started. You know, stewardship is a part of our mission, and being able to get out into the field to do cleanups like we did at Winona. It was a nice little shooting area that had gotten really overused, and we spent a couple hours cleaning up a whole bunch of trash. I think about 4,000 pounds total, 2 tons, which is an incredible task to do in about 2 hours. So this is kind of where we see our long-term relationship going, is stewardship projects, giving back so that we can continue to protect the adventure and get out to adventure.
And while we were out there doing that wonderful work, I think on some of your vehicles you've got our gear, you've got our roof racks. How are those roof racks working out for you? We're obviously proud of our roof racks, and they sort of sold the world over. What do you think about our gear?
Well, we love your gear. You guys have outfitted all of our program managers across the nation, and it's wonderful. It's giving us the equipment that we need to do our jobs better. Obviously, we live out of our trucks. Sometimes we're out there doing stewardship projects in the forest, so having gear to run our rooftop tents and tables at our disposal to run stewardship projects and events, having storage gear is really amazing because we carry a lot of stuff with us, whether it's tools or exhibit materials. We've got a lot of stuff that travels with us, and so you guys are helping us to live and do our job more successfully. It's really amazing to have that, and we're very grateful for your partnership.
If you could give off-roaders 1 or 2 bits of advice which would make the sort of world a better place to off-road in, what would those bits of advice be?
I would say, if I could think of 2 things, one would be to always keep in mind to leave it better than you found it. And one of the ways you can do that is always keep trash bags in your truck or your vehicle at all times, because we're all out on trails all the time and we run into trash all the time, and being able to quickly pick that up and get it off the trail is going to make the experience better for you long term and for everybody else. A second piece is always to do your part. So make sure you are doing whatever you can to give back, whether that's volunteering or even educating your friends. Those 2 things go a really long way.
So in the UK, where I'm from, a lot of our trails are being closed, which is very sad. What are the biggest threats facing trails in the US?
There's a lot of things. It's multifactored, but one of the biggest things is the trash and the abuse. We don't see people staying on trails. That's the main thing. Stay on your trails. Don't abuse them. Air down your tires to reduce erosion. Keep your rig in 4-wheel drive. It's not a special certification or prize you get for doing that trail without throwing your car in 4-wheel drive. It actually reduces that erosion, keeps our trails maintained. Don't run through mud puddles. Basic things like staying on the trails can keep our trails open. Land managers don't want to close those areas, but when we abuse them and they have no choice but to close them to make it better for Mother Nature, let her regrow, and they close it because we're not treating nature right. So once we do our part, then those trails will not be an issue of closure any longer.
I think Grace summed it up nicely earlier, where she said it's about leaving the place in a better condition than what you found it. So And I think, and the final question, which is probably the most important one, is how can people get involved with Tread Lightly? I mean, we did wonderful work the other day. How can we get people to come and join on similar initiatives? How can they sign up?
We have wonderful social media platforms on Facebook and Instagram, as well as our website, treadlightly.org. And you can visit our website and any social media platform and connect with our managers. We're usually always on our page. You can see our lovely faces. We're tagged in everything. You can message us directly or Tread Lightly directly about upcoming events. But we are constantly doing stewardship projects in the states where we're represented, and you can find us there. And that's probably your best way to find a cleanup. But don't be afraid to reach out to Forest Service or BLM, wherever you are, and see when they are doing stewardship projects and cleanups, because they will let you know they need all the help they can get right now with the budget cuts they've been facing. So please volunteer, give back, and protect the adventure.
Is there a cost involved with people joining Tread Lightly?
There's no cost to being a volunteer, and that time is more valuable than any amount of donation we would get. But yes, our membership does have a value to it. Our memberships run anywhere from $50 on up, and there's different benefits that come at those levels. And that money, the majority of it comes back in to support the work that we're doing. We are a nonprofit organization, and the funds from our memberships actually pay for the stewardship work that we do nationally.